Welcome back, reInvent 2022. My name is Calvin Hendricks Parker. I am a co-founder and CTO of 6 Feet Up, but I'm doing some man on the street interviews. Today I am joined by Brian Tarbox. Brian, give us a quick introduction. Who are you?
Okay, I'm clearly a tired person.
It's been a long week. It's day 4, right?
Right. I'm a community hero. I run the Boston AWS users group, and I write Alexa skills for Epic Systems.
Nice. Hey, you've been into Alexa for a long time now.
Yeah, for about 7 years.
Wow.
It's very strange because my main skill is Premier League, but Premier League is now
Right.
on hold for World Cup, and it's like, okay. I mean, World Cup is interesting. I mean, it's fascinating to see all the upsets.
Yeah.
Which is
It's been really good games.
right, and kind of brilliant to see that, on any, was it Saudi Arabia beat some Argentina or something? I mean,
Yeah.
some crazy thing. But but yeah, I've been doing Alexa for
Awesome.
a long time.
We've been here for 4 days now. There's been numerous announcements. So what is something you're excited about?
Okay. Well, the thing that I've been playing with this tool called Code Whisperer for a month or so, maybe 6 weeks before the show, and I guess at the show they actually took it out of, I think it's now out of preview.
Yeah.
But a Code Whisperer is basically, it's like having a really smart pair programmer who has no ego. People compare it to Copilot, GitHub Copilot.
Yeah.
But I've used that. I think Code Whisperer is much better. Code Whisperer will look at what you're writing and make suggestions. So it isn't just code completion.
Okay.
So like,
Yeah, 'cause that's kind of the issue we're seeing with Kite just shut down because they said we're not ready for AI written or assisted writing of code. What is Code Whisperer doing differently?
well, Code Whisperer, its ML models have been trained on all kinds of code. Amazon code, public domain code.
Yeah.
There's actually recently been a suit filed against GitHub Copilot
Yeah.
for attribution. Code Whisperer has attribution built in,
Nice.
so we're
Okay.
safe. We're safe from that. But just as an example, so I was writing a Lambda for Alexa because serverless. There's still these EC2s out there someplace. But
Who uses those?
Yeah, right. So I had calculated some variables, and I wanted to log them.
Yeah.
And so I typed LO, and Code Whisperer jumped in and said, "Oh, do you want me to do a log info with the Python F string properly formatted,
Oh,
describing
nice.
the 3 variables?" I'm like, "Yes, I do actually."
It was kind of the Clippy of code.
But
It looks like you'd like to log.
right. But if Clippy wasn't horrible,
Right.
And it really pays attention. So I was playing with a Python inventory class, and I said, write me a function that tells me if this inventory item costs more than $10. And it said, the function it created is expensive. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, that's a level of understanding I wasn't expecting.
Interesting.
So I really like Code Whisperer. It's funny, before the show, a bunch of us heroes were talking about, so what are they going to announce?
Yeah.
You know,
right. We're
and
all speculating.
Right. Well, and it's like, everything that isn't serverless will become serverless.
Yeah.
And that's kind of true.
Yeah, it seems
and
that way,
everything and everything that doesn't have an ML component to it will have an ML component to it. So I think this year was more evolutionary than
I feel the same.
revolutionary.
Very much so.
But an interesting theme was in yesterday's ML keynote. The speaker was talking about connective tissue,
Yeah.
and I like that, everything connecting. And then Werner's talk today really seemed to he didn't use that term, but it was the same sort of thing. It's like, hey, step functions can talk to everything, and hey, kinesis can talk to everything, and everything can talk to
And
everything.
now we have pipes.
Oh, pipes! Oh
Yeah.
my! Well, it is so strange that here we are in 2022,
Right.
And what's the cool thing?
Pipe. Yeah.
Batch.
Yeah.
And pipes. I think Amazon has to make us some service that's grep.
Yeah.
Grep and set and awk. it's everything that's old is new, but it's
Yep,
pipes.
I love it.
Pipes are interesting, but there's still also places to try to figure out. So like they have code. What was the new one today? Code.
Oh my gosh, there were so many code somethings today. But it was like low code, no code, like blueprint templates.
Right. Code cohesion or something, and it's like, okay, how does and it was basically a visual drag and drop to set up your apps, and I'm like, and how is that different from step function designer? And it is different, but it's like I have to process it a little bit.
Yeah. So speaking of processing it a little bit, what are you hoping to take home with you from the event?
Well, my boss didn't come today, and she assured me that I was going to bring home lots of swag for her, so mission accomplished. Mostly, as we get more senior, it's like the sessions are cool, but mostly it's just talking, reconnecting with my fellow heroes. It's like, and especially my friends in the Japanese area. I did a talk for them last year, and it was just it's been so great, to see them.
Yeah, I mean, last night's user group meeting was amazing. There were, it must have been 150, 160 people in that room from all over. I was like, the user group scene has really blown up.
Right. And I think one of the really nice things is in the user group community, the community builder community, shout out to those guys, and in the hero community, we're all pretty nice. I mean, that's the thing. The world is so crazy messed up these days that having an area where smart people being kind to each other and supporting each other for us all to be better.
That's what we need.
That's like I feel like I'm coming away with a filled up heart again.
Yeah.
And yes, some technology, but filled up heart.
It's about us, the people, right?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Well, Brian, thanks so much for being here with us and hanging out and doing a quick little recording.
Yep, my pleasure. Thank you for doing this.
Oh, my pleasure. It's tons of fun. I love talking to folks, so this is an easy job for me.
Fair enough.
Awesome. Thank you all. We'll talk to you later.
Okay.